Good evening. Welcome to the Currituck County Board of Education meeting for December 13th, 2023. At this time, I'd like to call the meeting to order, and I would like to ask Ms. Peters to do the invocation.
All right, just a little Christmas prayer. May all your family members and friends who need a miracle be blessed. May whoever is feeling unwell and weak be given strength. May all those who have heavy burdens have their load lightened. May your Christmas be one filled with happiness and joy.
Thank you. And at this time, I'll ask Sophia if she'll do the Pledge of Allegiance for us. Lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next thing on the agenda is election of officers, and I will now turn the meeting over to Dr. Lutz.
Okay. Feels strange to have a formal meeting in here on the quick July meeting. Brings back not the best memories of COVID times. We're that here quite frequently. So let's get started. So the organizational meeting of Currituck County Board of Education is called to order. We have a quorum present. The purpose of this meeting is the election of board officers. The first order of business is the election of the chair. As a reminder, nominations do not require a second. Do I hear nominations for the office of board chair?
I would like to nominate Janet Rose.
Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, the nominations are closed. Is there a motion to accept the nomination of Janet Rose for chair by acclamation?
I'll make that motion.
A motion has been made and a second to accept the nomination of Janet Rose for chair by acclamation. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, Ms. Rose. You are elected as chair. I will now pass the gavel to the new chair for the election of the vice chair.
Okay. The next order of business is the election of vice chair. As a reminder, nominations do not require a second. Do I hear a nomination for the office of vice chair?
I'll nominate Ms. Dewan Kraft as vice chair.
Okay, Ms. Dewan Kraft is nominated. Are there any other nominations? Hearing no additional nominations, the nominations are closed. Is there a motion to accept the nomination of Dewan Kraft for vice chair by acclamation?
I'll second it.
Okay, motion is made and seconded to accept the nomination of Dewan Kraft for vice chair by acclamation. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Dewan Kraft is our vice chair. Congratulations. Okay, and now we'll move on. Next item is the approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion that we approve the agenda as written?
I make a motion that we approve the agenda as written.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Next, we have a work session review by Dr. Lutz.
At our work session, we had a review of the district's hiring process. This is our first step in sharing with the board and community how we go through our process of hiring and how we foresee things moving forward in the future. We also had a discussion around policy 5010, from which we are asking that our parent organizations use online platforms attached to their particular organizations. And we also had a second reading of our fall policy updates, of which the board had reviewed extensively in the previous work session.
Okay, next we have public comments. Do we have anyone signed up? No? Okay, so we move on. Student board member reports. Sophia?
So Sophia, in all of her travels as a part of the marching band, in addition to all the other bands going on at the high school, as well as Scarlett, who could not be here with us tonight, I kind of took the pressure off of them, who were running rampant about all the things going on. So we just have a quick little holiday recap, because this time of the year you would have heard from everybody about all the holiday plays, sing-alongs, and celebrations that are happening in the buildings. So we did want to make sure the board was aware that there is a calendar. We said the Grinch stole the student board member report, but there is a calendar of holiday events that has been shared out that list all of the exciting happenings that are happening in our schools leading up into the holidays. So please refer to that so that you can find it in your schedule to perhaps attend an event or two at our schools. I think Santa may even be making an appearance on the rooftops soon, and some little elves may be making appearances. So hopefully you can get out and enjoy some of those events happening in our buildings. And a shout out to all the students like Sophia. I think they've been traveling to schools doing band concerts and presentations at some of our middle schools, and the middle schools have been going down to elementary schools. So there's lots that's been happening as we get ready to celebrate the holidays.
Guys, thank you for being here.
Yes, absolutely. Budget amendments, Ms. Mazzell.
Good evening and Merry Christmas, Chairman Rose, fellow board members, and Dr. Luce. This evening I have 5 budget amendments for your approval, but they're fairly short. So we're going to start with the state public school funds.
Just hold on one second. Okay. The Grinch is taking technology too.
Okay, there we go. This is budget amendment number 4 for the state public school fund. We had an increase here of $27,738, and that was the result of a coding and mobile app grant that was received by our CTE department. The next one that we have is for federal programs. This is budget amendment number 3. This one is a net of 0. We moved funding from non-program charges to instructional services for IDEA Title 6B preschool and IDEA 6B handicapped. Next one in the packet is capital outlay. This is budget amendment number 4. We had an increase of $47,115.91. We budgeted for capital improvement projects at JP Knapp and Currituck County High School. At Knapp, we have C building pipelining. We have sanitary sewer replacement, and at the high school, we have window exploratory project. And these are all projects that are running through the additional county funding that they were kind enough to give us this year. Next in the packet is school nutrition. This is the first budget amendment for them. We increased their budget by $709,346 to account for increases in salary and benefits, food costs, and service and repair costs, because everything is costing us more. And then the last one that we have is our other local funds. This is budget amendment number 5. We had an increase of $37,658.50. We budgeted for Chromebook fees, Medicaid fee for service reimbursement, out of district reimbursement, and a Currituck Kids grant. Any questions this evening?
Okay, so with that being said, do I have a motion to approve the budget amendments as described by Mrs. Mazzell?
I make a motion, we approve the budget amendments as presented.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay, moving on to the construction update. Dr. Lutz.
Okay, so we did not have an update last month for the first time in many, several years. So we're bringing it back and moving forward. We'll have an update hopefully every month moving forward. I've also asked on a side note, Matt Mullins will be giving an update sometime in the spring on all the different projects that are going on across the district to help the county with the increase in capital funds. You can see the images, not satellite, these are drone images from the current work site. If you've had an opportunity to drive past, there's a lot. It's amazing how quick they get things moving. So they're putting in the pad right now in the outline of the school. They have put a gate on where the trailer is, where we all gathered for the initial, for the groundbreaking. Go ahead to the next one. But these are November. This is a better shot from a distance of what that looks like. Again, it's just, to me, every time I go in there, I thought, what a great, I mean, the community right there is with Waterley, 700 homes, and a school to walk to. What a wonderful site for a school building.
It kept the dump trucks busy, I can tell you that.
So some more aerial shots. Last one. As of now, we are currently right on target for schedule. At the January meeting, I'm going to bring some work forth to the board around our goals for redistricting that needs to occur when we open up this building. And so we help you do some goal settings as we move forward. We are hoping to close out that process by the end of the school year so that we can begin next school year with a strong plan in place, and we can move on to some of the other aspects such as staffing, hiring a principal, and so on and so forth.
I've noticed they've lowered the speed limit on Tulse Creek Road.
Yeah,
So
all the way.
that will be a bonus for the new school. It is of concern. I know Mr. Banks has talked about, the 55 at Shawboro. I don't understand why we can't get the speed limit lowered in all of our schools.
45 makes a big difference.
It does.
It's a whole lot easier to stop there. And on the construction side, one of you had mentioned, when you come out of Waterloo and you make the right, you're absolutely right. There's an electric station there that's not a good situation. So, it's something definitely I don't know how we get something like that moved, but having it moved back from the road would be great, because as you try to make that right-hand turn, it really blocks your vision heading south.
Quick question about the new construction. Wasn't there an easement issue for maybe for that backside of Waterloo for them to get to?
Just,
Is that an issue?
I am not sure that that's rested the hands of the county commissioners and the county manager at this time.
Okay, any other comments on construction? If not, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay, next, information items. Board of Education meeting will be held January 18th, 2024, with the work session beginning at 4 here at the PLC, and then the meeting at the historic Currituck County Courthouse beginning at 6:30. Next, we have comments from our board members. Mr. Banks, you want to begin?
Yeah, just comment on the new school construction site out there. It is kind of impressive to see that coming. Didn't do a whole lot. I was sick for a couple of weeks. I think Miss Craft had dealt with it too, so I kind of stayed away. Did enjoy going out to the high school to help judge with the doors. Don't know who won. Anybody know who won?
Do we know yet? No, we don't know yet.
But anyway.
Or maybe you do. No, but I mean.
But that's it.
Okay, Ms. Parker?
Just thank you to all the staff, and thank you for your dedication to our school system. I know how hard you work day in and day out, and I'll continue to say you could choose to be somewhere else, and I thank you for choosing to be here. I know I get passionate, and I know that bothers some people, but we have real issues, and we need to start looking at those. Teacher recruitment, accreditation, student achievement. In my opinion, Currituck County is a wonderful place to live, and we have the ability to be a premier school system. We could be the premier school system in the state if we choose to go that route. It will take all of us working diligently, and we're going to have to come up with some really creative ways. Mr. Banks and I were talking during the break of staffing, really creative ways of what we're going to do to try to get teachers to stay and come here with us. I hope that the staff is able to enjoy the holidays. and all the staff that is working over the holidays. I want to thank them. There's bus drivers, transportation workers, coaches. I think we have practices and tournaments going on every day except Christmas Eve and Christmas. So I know a lot of people say, hey, it's a great time off. For a segment of people, they are still busy and they're still giving to our kids. And I just thank those coaches and bus drivers and transportation people that are going to be on call, that are just going to continue to do that, so that our children get all the opportunities they can. Thank you.
Ms. Kraft?
Yes. So, I didn't get to all of our schools this month. Thanksgiving break and sickness, had a hand in that. But anyway, I did get to judge the holiday doors at Currituck County High School, and it was a tough job because they were all amazing. I slipped over to Knott's Island this morning to watch the dress rehearsal of 3 Ghosts and a Jock. Oh my gosh. The parents, you're in for a treat tonight. It was really great. Ms. Peters and I visited Moyock Elementary School today, and then we went down to Jarvisburg to look at their amazing, actually, you can't even say doors. They had hallways going on. It was amazing. And I'd like to share a quote with you from Howard Hunter. This Christmas ends a quarrel. Seek out a forgotten friend. Dismiss suspicion and replace it with trust. Write a letter. Give a soft answer. Encourage youth. Manifest your loyalty in word and deed. Keep a promise. Forego a grudge. Forgive an enemy. Apologize. Try to understand. Examine your demands on others. Think first of someone else. Be kind. Be gentle. Laugh a little more. Express your gratitude. Welcome a stranger. Gladden the heart of a child. Take pleasure in the beauty and wonder of the earth. Speak your love, and then speak it again. And I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Ms. Peters?
All right, yes, as we all say, it is a busy time of year. I always love seeing the band celebrate our teams when they're going off to state and big events like that. And so thank you for that. Please share that with them. And congratulations to our CCHS cheer team for their state title. You know, that's a long season for the cheerleaders, so we got to give them credit. We did attend the play this morning. It was very funny. They did a great job, that dress rehearsal, so that will be a good time tonight. Yes, the hallways, Jarvisburg, I mean, they had the whole hallways. They were really a lot of fun. So thank you to the staff, because they were there. We were told till 8, 9 o'clock, getting those hallways ready, the staff for the kids. They were excited. So always appreciate that. Tonight, I know it's been shared, there's a mental health night for families. I think it's posted on our website from 8 to 9. So I know this is a wonderful time of year for many people, but we always hear that sometimes it's not. So if you ever need that, someone might need to check in on that tonight. And I just want to wish all of our families, staff, and students a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and hope everyone has a safe time off. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Dr. Lutz, your turn.
So I wanted to make sure that Anita Rubino, our regional teacher of the year, was recognized. She's amazing. I don't know how we're going to find a better teacher. There's no way that any of the other 8 finalists are going to beat her. She's top notch all the way around. So I'm pulling out an activity bus, working with kids today. Christmas parade was really top notch. Thank you to our Sheriff's Department for putting it on, and thanks to our CCS staff for getting their second place float award. So we've got 1 first, 2nd, and 2 thirds. Bring one in every year. Outstanding. A lot of fun. I had fun playing the conductor.
Yes.
Always a great theme for everyone. And we have these wonderful kids that ride along, and they're so much fun. And I'm watching some of them grow up right before my eyes. I'm like, I don't know if they're going to be on the float next year. Like, they're not going to want to do this anymore. But it certainly fills my bucket. Kudos to our CTE department for sponsoring the Hour of Code and Career Awareness event with the 5th grade students. They're the only one in our region to participate. So thank you, Ms. Woods, for your leadership. I attended the state superintendent conference 2 weeks ago, and there was a presentation on artificial intelligence, AI. We're going to be bringing that information to you as well. It's important. I think we need to embrace this. concept and not think it's gonna go away. It can enhance our teachers' lives, enhance all of our lives, and of course, there's negatives to it as well. But this is one of those things where it's here to stay. And thank you again for this opportunity to serve. Congratulations, Ms. Rose, on your appointment. Thank you, Ms. Kraft, for your leadership over the past year. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year.
Thank you, Dr. Lutz. So I'd just like to say a big thanks to Ms. Kraft for her serving as chairman the past year. You did an outstanding job. Hard shoes to follow. I want to give a shout out as well to our cheerleaders and Ms. Rubino. She is amazing. And it's not just the teaching, it's the relationships that she builds. And she taught one of my children, and I just can't say enough good things about her. I had the opportunity this past weekend to go over to Waters Edge Village School, the charter school over in Corolla. Probably the only charter school that I really love, because I think that school being over there serves a different purpose than all the other charter schools. But they really have some good things going on, K through 8. They're working to raise money to build a new school that will house, I believe she said, about 120 students. And we talked about, could we maybe buddy up with them for grades 9 through 12? I don't know if we could do anything virtually, with JP Knapp, or they don't have anything planned for high school students. So maybe we could get our heads together and brainstorm with them. That is a long way over there. Also, I have been asked by a parent whose daughter was drug tested at the high school if we drug test employees, and if we don't, should we? We don't drug test employees, do we?
No, we do not.
Is there a reason? Can we not drug test employees, or it's just not?
Excuse me, we drug test the bus drivers.
Bus drivers.
Right.
So the people that drive the buses get tested.
But not faculty members as a whole? Okay.
There, we speak that.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. I do hope that all of our teachers and other employees that can take the whole holiday break off and enjoy your family and do something for yourself. And I'd just like to say thank you for all you do, and I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And with that being said, do we have a motion that we adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you.
Outdoor.
And I'm heading to Nice Island.
Oh,